Hey channel, Fernando from SkyFi Audio. Today is October 1st, 2021. I'm going to feature in this video the arrivals for the past 30 days. It's been quite a whirlwind. We've gotten tons of really cool equipment, a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff going. Sales are really tremendous through this period, and we're super grateful and thank you all for your support. So jumping right in, these are Verity Audio Sarastro speakers. Now we've got Verities before in the shop, but never this size and this model. This is pretty spectacular. They use a ribbon tweeter instead of conventional tweeter. Conventional mid bass. It is a two-piece design, three-way system. So you've got a bass cabinet that is ported in the back, a 10-inch woofer, a large port below, and then the jumpers that kind of connect the two chassis together, and another rear port for this. It is finished in a beautiful Porsche silver. It's an automotive paint. It looks absolutely stunning. If you've got sort of like a modern setting in your home, this is a neat addition. We've got the grills. They're magnetic, and they do sound pretty amazing compared, quite a bit more bass than the general entry-level Verities. Yet the same detail and resolution that you're used to. So these will come to market next Friday, I believe. Let's see, Krell Monoblocks. I believe these just sold. They're 350M CXs. These were recently recapped by Krell. Cool chassis where there are mirror image pair with the heat sinks on the externals, and you kind of squeeze them together and create one amplifier out of them. It's got that plateau bias technology in it that everybody loves, which makes them sound like Class A throughout the power range without the heat and all the overhead that comes with it. So pretty cool Krell Monos. Looking over here, these are second time appearing here. We sold these a couple of years ago. The homeowner enjoyed them for quite some time with some vintage Jbl speakers. These are out of Japan, TRV M300. So dual 300B tubes per chassis. It's obviously a monoblock pair. Beautiful construction inside. You can't see the chassis in the back, but it's painted this sort of like candy apple red. Great attention to detail and really neat, rare pieces from Japan. I don't think they were ever sold here in the US, so we actually had to convert these over from 100 volts to work here. Premier 11, that's a recent arrival. Bought it from a nice lady here in Jersey. We sent her pre-made boxes, and it was a super smooth transaction. Premier 11, and we do have the matching preamp, which is not this. This is the ACT Series 2. This we just finished restoring. All right, panning back. The CEC TL2, I believe, is sold this morning as well, and almost an hour after we listed it. If you, just a tip, if you go to our website and you find a piece like this TL2 and you see a $0 assignment to it, it means it's already been sold. If you see a price, it means it's available. It's a quick, easy way to tell the difference. Let's circle back. This is the Nagra T Audio. We'll be doing some separate videos on that. Pretty special piece. Jump in here. These are Macintosh speakers from a long time ago. Model is the ML1C. So we acquired a full Macintosh system like we often do. So this homeowner purchased this equipment probably in the late 60s, early 70s, took amazing care of it. Yes, they do show a little bit of cabinet wear. I'll show you the matching components to these, yeah, but these are pretty unique Macintosh styling. We will restore these to a working condition. The woofers are in great shape, but the mid woofers are in need of some new foam surrounds. I'll show you the matching pieces to these great Macintosh speakers. This is part of a large Macintosh purchase we made. If you're looking to put together a large home theater system, you know, maybe Atmos using 12 channels or some crazy amount of channels, this is the best and fastest way to get some of your rear surrounds and upper speakers taken care of. Look at the line arrays here for I think 8 mids and 5 tweeters per speaker and a pair of 8-inch drivers. So we've got 6 of these bad boys ready to complete someone's home theater dream system. All right, panning back this way. These are, I did a separate video on these. This is that large home theater I was mentioning. These are the MC2KWs from Macintosh. Yes, each one of these is a single channel. So we've got 3 channels here that support the XRT 2.1Ks, which are over here. I'm not going to go too deep into these, but there's the matching center channel to complete a system. All these current products that you see from Macintosh are in-store purchases only. We do not advertise pricing online, and they're not available for shipping. But if you see something that you like from the current catalog and you are local, you're welcome to stop by and have a look at it, and then we can discuss delivery and pricing. But it needs to be a face-to-face transaction. So moving on to these, the MC452s. We had 4 of them, and we've got 2 left. These are quick-selling amps. This is one of my favorite amps from Macintosh, quad-balanced, 450 watts per channel. Actually, we have 3 here. So we had a total of 5. You'll see one of them's waiting here to go out. And this is how we ship stuff. Just to give you a quick glimpse into our shipping world, which is where a lot of the care has to be taken. We sourced an original 452 box from Macintosh. It is an incredibly engineered piece of shipping material. Everything's been thought through, the thickness of the cardboard ply, the corners, the packing. This is the only way to ship a Macintosh piece safely because of the glass and because of the weight. And it's not going UPS. UPS would still find a way to ruin this. This is going through freight. It goes on a pallet, it gets strapped. We'll put a do not stack symbol on top to make sure they don't put anything on top of it. We use X-Freight, which is a great consolidator for shipping stuff, and this will arrive, guaranteed, arrive in perfect condition at its new home, barring the truck rolling over or something crazy. All right, moving on. So in Bay 2, the JBL project is still happening here, getting a little closer to doing a video on that. This Krell Monoblocks, these are pretty cool. Early Krell, Class A, hot, heavy, but the magical Class A sound signature that you're used to. I forget the model, but if you just go to our website and check for Krell Monos, you'll see it. Look at these hit sinks. They're just a work of engineering art. So the owner of these had them paired up with a pair of Magnepans, very similar to these. And that is a great combination. I love Class A Krell amps with Magnepan speakers. If you got 3.6, 3.7s, something like that, you should give it a whirl. All right, moving on. You may wonder why I've got a Denon Dj Turntable sitting right here. This does not fit our profile and what we do, but I've been looking for an entry-level turntable, an alternative to the SL1200 that is readily available, that has a slightly different feature set, and I think I found it. I'm going to do a different video on just the DJ turntable for Denon. For all those people looking for an entry-level piece, I'll highlight why this might be the right answer. Moving on. Oh, let me show you this LP12. If you're a fan of our channel, you know that we build custom LP12s. Well, this one came to us already pimped out. This is a fairly mid-level LP12 in terms of its age, and it came to us already with a Lingo power supply, external power supply. It's got the upper range Lin Ecos tone arm. We've paired this with, I believe, a Sumiko Songbird, and it's got a C-TAC carbon fiber arm board and sub chassis. So this is already listed. I think it went on today. LP12 ready to go, turnkey. We even have the box for this beauty. So what we don't have is the dust cover for it, but a lot of people I know don't like dust covers, neither do I. But they're readily available if you have to have one. So the Lin LP12 there. Circle around. You'll see 2 of our reel-to-reel machines sold. I think we had a Tamberg there and a Revox there. We're left with this customized, fully blown restoration PR99. I'm thinking of putting that up for sale. Haven't really come to terms with letting it go yet since it's such a beautiful deck. But a lot of people asking for reel-to-reel machines, so I think I'm going to have to probably offer that one. And I do have one more Tamberg reel-to-reel, which can't seem to keep in stock. Going over to bay 3. Let's see. Nothing new here. We've got a ton of these Sumiko Subwoofers. Great value. I think we're listing these at 500 or 600 bucks. The Sumiko S.9s. Great subs. Moving this way. Oh, let me go to the work area. I was telling you about the Macintosh vintage speaker. Well, this is the set. This completes the set. We've got a MR74 tuner and a C28 preamp. We love the C28. We've done a ton of restorations, probably 7 or 8 at this point in the last 24 months. This is the sweet spot in vintage Macintosh. So we do the power supply. We've got it really dialed in, our restoration process for this piece. Ben knocks them right out, and they all turn out great. This one looks like it's going to need new glass. We hate it when it's not perfect. But thanks to Macintosh, we can still source things like new glass. 74 is going to need new glass as well. But the cabinets are beautiful. They all sort of age the same color, so we'll probably be offering this as a complete set. Tuner, amp, preamp. The amp is sitting here. It is a 2105. And check this out. We've got the complete documentation on these. We've got the owner's manual, the service manual, the test clinic details. You used to be able to take these to Macintosh and they would test them for you. Our service contract, extended factory warranty, and brochures, all for all 3 pieces, including the speakers. Pretty neat. Here's the 74, and there's the 28. We even have the matching MQ102 equalizer that matches those speakers, which is neat. We have never seen that one before. So this will complete a nice 4-piece system from Macintosh. All right, moving on to the work area. Oh, this just came back to us. We've been doing these restorations. We found someone to do these for us. It's a Pioneer CTF-1000. You've got to see this thing in action. It's absolutely beautiful. Tape deck. Whenever we come across them, we always pull them aside and wait for a restoration. But this will go online probably next week or so. We've got a full Pioneer spec system that we're putting together, and this is just one more piece to complete it. Skewed Viking 88. Didn't even know I had this. We just emptying some boxes and we came across it, so I'm going to have to test that and put it out to market as well. All right, swinging this way. Nothing in the photo booth. The Sutherland PhD. Never seen one of these before. This is neat. It's really a phono preamp that is battery powered. If you were to open this case up, you'd find not only spectacularly high quality components and layout, but you find a boatload of D-cell batteries, because if you look at the back of this thing, there is no power cord. It's purely inputs and outputs. So it's got auto sensing so that you don't even have a power button on this. And it's probably the quietest preamp, phono preamp that I've ever tested in my bench. So keep an eye out for this guy. The drivers here for our JBL project, still waiting to get installed. Swinging back to the tech area, 1000 ZLX from Nakamichi. This is a passion project as well. The only one I've ever had, and is still being restored. Kind of looking for some free time to tackle it, but we've got it powered and almost working. Back over here to the Bang & Olufsen long-term project. Remember, this is the project where my staff is wondering why I even bother with these, but I can't help myself. They're super cool. I've got the doors working properly. This slides to reveal a CD loader. This slides open to reveal a cassette. And I've got everything working. I'm just missing a couple of trim pieces to secure the top glass. Other than that, it's a pretty cool piece. Let me circle back this way. Okay, on the test bench, I've got a Belcanto 2.5 DAC. Yep, DAC 2.5. Nice compact piece from Belcanto. Ben is working on this Griffin amplifier, a dual mono behemoth, probably the heaviest single chassis amp we've encountered. It took 2.5 of us to get this up on the bench. I can't imagine what it weighs. It's got to be way more than I do at this point. It is 2 transformers, so it's a dual mono design. And I think we're going some biasing and some final calibration on that amp. Over here is our other Nagra T project. This is neat. A pair of Macintosh pieces from the 80s. It's a C38 and an MC300. These are probably not going to need any work. We've had great luck with these. It's probably just needs to be gone through. We'll check for wattage. I don't even think we're able to clean these controls. They're not actually potentiometers, so nice pair from Macintosh right here. Nothing on the turntable bench. Moving on, you'll notice there's no car on the rack. If you're a car fan, our E34 M5 Euro spec is finally on the road. It's out in the parking lot. Super happy to get it out of here. Finished the front suspension, deleted the EDC on it, and some new rims just came in for it here. The tires waiting to get mounted. I'm very excited to take that for a ride. Let me show you some audio research stuff, because we finally had some stuff come in. We've been running out recently. We always have 3 or 4 preamps, but we ran real low and people were asking. So we were lucky enough to score a full set from Audio Research. So that's including the LS15. That's that piece right there. The DAC, DAC 5, which sold this morning, and the CD1. So now we have a CD1. We've got a CD2, LS16, which happens to be 220 volts for the European market. A super rare piece. So we do have a little bit of stock in Audio Research. And we have the matching amplifier, which is a D240 solid state amp that matches the aesthetic. So if you want a full Audio Research system, this is your opportunity. We've got an amp, a preamp, and a CD player, so we can make a full stack. All right. Let's see, I think that wraps it up. Well, let me show you some of the stuff on this rack here. A lot of reel-to-reel machines. You'll notice I've been trying to push these out. So we've got about 4 or 5 machines on market right now, more than we've ever had, and we've got another 4 or 5 coming. So if you're in the market for a reel-to-reel, reach out, let's have a conversation. It's a little complex to pick one. It's better if we just discuss what sort of intended use you have for it. Here I was going to show you the Audio Research D240, which is right here. That's solid state. This is the Premier 14. This is the match to that tube amp that I showed you earlier in the video, and a solid state in case you want a solid state amp to go with your tube preamp. It's up to you. All right, let me walk back this way. These are our Dunlavies. These are monster speakers, but they're super cool. We're going to do a separate video on these, so stay tuned for that. All right, I think that covers it. So this is SkyFi Audio. Thanks for watching. I appreciate your feedback. I love the comments, and please subscribe. It helps the channel going. It keeps us motivated, so we can keep sort of bringing you this sort of passion business that we've got here. And thanks for your time and support.